wish I knew the road to you. I don't care how far, I won't stop trying. I wanna be right where you are. I wish I knew the road to you. I don't care how long, I won't stop trying. I wanna get where we belong. We had the shortest time. You had to go, but I'm just so happy I had you. The morning's near and
no bark.
still
No bark.
I can't tell you how I feel. Just another lonely day to get through. I don't care how far, I won't stop trying. I wanna be. I wish I knew.
Day 2 of the Level Up Your Psychedelic Reader's Achievement starts now. Are you ready? Thank you for all the people who said hello. Have you seen good outcomes? Have you tried Switch It? That's what we're doing in this special event, this Level Up Your Reader's Achievement in the Next 5 Days Challenge. It's day 2, but it is fine if you are just joining us for the first time. I'm going to catch you up, and we will also see a little bit of what other folks have already accomplished with today. So yeah, I'm hearing from people in various places. It was great, awesome. And somebody's double multitasking, watching the Braves and learning about reading. Love it. Okay, so welcome to Mary and Karen and Heidi and Christy and Marcia and Julie and Tomasa and Shelly. She's looking forward to tonight. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about my dog. I was telling you not to, I was telling him to be quiet, and you probably all heard me, right? Where's the laughter soundtrack? I need a laughter soundtrack. That's not quite it. So, welcome. I'm Dr. Marnie Ginsberg from Reading Simplified, where we streamline reading instruction and accelerate students' reading achievement. And if you haven't heard of us before, or you don't know what this is the quintessential Reading Simplified activity and event, because we're focusing on one activity that really does streamline reading instruction, saves you time, and at the same time accelerates your reader. And we're challenging you, whether you're a parent, grandparent, teacher, of any age level, if your students aren't yet fluent, we challenge you to test out this one activity called Switch It. And we're going to be presenting it tonight. We showed a little bit about it last night. And so you'll be amazed by the power of it. Okay, so that is what we're doing. One activity. Try it out for just 5 minutes. Okay, it's not that big a deal. Don't make it a big deal. And It's not a big deal in terms of effort, but it's a big deal in terms of impact. And so we're going to hear about what y'all's impact what impact you've already seen. Okay. So let me just tell you where we're headed today. Like I said, it's day 2 of this Level Up Your Readers Achievement Challenge. And day 1 was a hit. You guys were really an awesome audience. In fact, you were sharing it out, and that was awesome. So if there's some place you'd like to share this to, or anyone who is concerned about reading achievement, we invite you to do that. Okay, so let's find out what we're going to do tonight. We're going to have some winners, right? So first, we are going to just hear from you. How did Switch It go? I'm going to snag some things from the comments in the posts, and then we're going to announce our winner from yesterday. Every day we have a winner just for participating with a bare minimum of homework. Then we're going to review real quick just how to participate in this challenge. If it's your first day, no worries, we got you covered. Then we're going to talk about our day 2 teaching tip. Every day we kind of have a teaching point. Yesterday was just how to get started. And the next 4 days we're going to be having some advice on how to make this activity really easier for you and easier and more effective for your student. Then we get to see our star student. Every day we're watching just one student who is struggling at the beginning of this event, and he's going to do with me just one day, about 8 minutes of Switch It every day, 5 days in a row. We're going to see what happens. It is pretty awesome how much he can grow from just this one simple activity. Okay, and then we'll see if we have a little time for questions. If we can't get to everyone, the Facebook group, Level Up Your Readers Achievement 2021, is still there for you because we have a lot of Reading Simplified experts from all over the world supporting you, and I'm in there as well. And then we're going to have a winner. Last night, I screwed it up and didn't do the right thing for the winner, but she got a bonus prize. So what we do is, for those of you who participate commenting, asking questions, just joining in the fun of this back and forth PD, you get entered into a drawing, and Greg, our team member in the Philippines, selects randomly from among the people who participated, and we will spin to see what the prize is. Okay, so that's at the end of the evening. So let's get started. I want to hear from you. That's how did Switch It go? Okay, let me know, and I will show you some of the things that I've seen already. It's pretty cool. Anne actually wrote this from last week. Before we even started, she said she did Switch It today with her kinder class. We did maybe 8 words off the list, and just after one session, I could feel their confidence fill the room and connections were made. How many of you found that confidence, motivation, engagement? I saw that a lot in your comments, so let me know if that's something that you experienced. And then Trisha here in the center, she said doing CCVC, that's a consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant words. It's a little harder than just a 3-sound word, right? With 2 first graders, they love it and are doing well. That's also what we see. It's a game. Kids think this is fun. Have your kids said it was fun? And then this other teacher said that she's working with a grade 2 student who is struggling with both his home language, English, and first additional language. This is due to the fact that he is slightly dyslexic. I tried Switch It for the first time yesterday, and he took to it so quickly. I started with the CVC list, 1A. He enjoyed it immensely. His whole personality, let me show you that, his whole personality and posture change. That is pretty cool, right? And so what have I heard from you guys? What's here in the, yes, Andrea's like, yeah, I've seen the confidence. And everyone in the class of Debbie wants to participate. The star student you may be picking is making everyone jealous. And another person in our Facebook group is probably writing, it's amazing how excited students are to do this activity and the confidence it gives them. And Santina's not there yet, no problem. Wherever you are, just get ready to do Switch It tomorrow. And we're glad that you're here. Interesting here, Nicole, she was pleasantly surprised on how it went, but also found some gaps that she wasn't expecting. This is key. This activity is not just fun, not just motivating, not just going to build your readers, but it's also going to give you intel that you don't often have from other activities. Okay, and yes, kids were more confident and it was fun. Love that. Okay, so what else did we hear from people in our community? There at the top, Robin says, I like this, having them hear the difference a bit earlier than in a usual OG or Orton Gillingham lesson. So she's seeing that she put this up first, earlier for her students, and it made a difference because they were seeing and hearing it at the same time. That is what's so powerful about Switch It, and frankly, all of the Reading Simplified word work activities. We align sounds and symbols. We see it and hear it, and it helps them sync in their mind how the code works. It helps them sound-based decode. And then we've got Susan there. She says, loved using Switch It for the first time. And her student surprised her on how quickly he was able to correct his common errors with those short vowels. How many of you saw that? Yes, they're making mistakes. That's actually good. We're going to talk about that later this week. But when they make the mistakes, are they learning from it? That's the key. Darcy says down below, I just finished my first Switch It with one of her pull-out intensive groups. And again, I was very surprised how quickly they caught on. Playing the game and making the sounds out loud seemed to help them. And her lowest reader was very successful with both CH and TH, even though they hadn't focused on that yet. That is so cool. And Colleen says her student did great. And look at what she says. Her student said she wanted to do harder words. That is cool. That is engagement right there for you folks. So I love all of what you're posting here and in the Facebook group or on the daily Facebook posts. So number one, so you can get credit. Also, so you can be participating, be accountable for actually seeing some change in your own practice with this PD that you're doing. And we got the great outcomes coming out of our ears, but I want to keep going because I want to finish in 30 minutes. I'm on the clock. Yesterday, Monica won our prize. So she is going to get, because she participated in the Facebook post, just saying what her homework was, telling us what she was doing, she's going to get that pack of Reading Simplified games. The 8 Steal It games, all these digital downloads for different sounds, like the O sound, the E sound, and short vowels all together. She's going to get 7 Rainbow Candyland games and 7 Snakes and Ladders advanced phonics games. These are all going to reinforce high frequency sounds and their spellings in high frequency words. So congratulations to Monica. Now, hopefully she's here. And Monica, can you check your Facebook Messenger so Greg can, Canva experienced a problem. How exciting. But if you could do that, Monica, then you would be more likely to get your prize. So I have my agenda on Canva, so I gotta... Oh, the next thing up after our winner is to talk about tomorrow's winner. So do you know how you can be a winner? Well, we got 2 ways. Number one, just by commenting today, we'll play that spin to win game and you might win. And the second way to get today's daily prize, which is this awesome collection of set 1 whole phonics. I'm giving you a sneak peek of some of them. It's not exactly right because mine are mixed in there, but a whole set, about 15 books from whole phonics. These are so cute and fun, and there's a lot to be said for them. In fact, I wrote a post about it at Reading Simplify. So I think your kids will love them. And that's all the books all together. Check them out. Pretty cool. So how do you win this prize? The whole phonics set. Today you have to comment on the post for today's daily tip, the day 2 tip. Okay? So let's see if Canva will treat me right again. How do we get to the daily posts? Let's check it out. That could be either on the Reading Simplified Facebook page, or it could be on inside the Level Up Your Readers Achievement 2021 Facebook group. Okay, so this is the prize. How do you get it? Well, you got to make sure that you're in this group, and then you got to post. There we go. I went too fast. You got to post on today's post. You got to comment. Okay, so this is today's day 2 post. It's on the Reading Simplified Facebook page. It's also in the Level Up Your Readers Achievement 2021 Facebook group. And if you just comment with what you did with your student and what list you chose, or if you're not able to work with a student, just give us some kind of information about what you're learning. Super brief. Just by participating, your name will be chosen randomly. So Monica did day 1 on the day 1 post, and she therefore won that prize from yesterday. Okay, so that's how you win. Now, if you don't know what's going on with this challenge, let me go back and just give you the nitty gritty real fast. Okay, we talked about this yesterday, so I'm going to go fast. Number 1. Please sign up for this event so you get the emails. Every day we'll send an email with the day's tip. It will also link you to this and the day's post where you need to post to win. Okay? Give me some signs that you guys have signed up for this. This is how you're getting your emails, right? Once you get signed up, then do what's on the thank you page or in the email and join this group. It's a Facebook group where you're going to find the goodies and you get better coaching. So if you go in there and to go to the guide section, which is there highlighted, see that? That's it. That will get you the goodies, okay? And that's what it looks like on desktop. This is what it looks like on mobile. And once you get there, you can particularly, you want to download the Switch It guide and the letter sound cards, okay? And that will help you play the game. And if you haven't done this yet, then go ahead, download that, and then pick at least one student, preferably one student to work with, so you can test this activity out. And then this is where the part about winning comes in. Then just comment on how that's going for you. Okay, are you with me? That is how you play the game today. All right, Karen says, I loved using Switch It today. Love that. Thank you all. This is applause for all of you who've been participating. She says, I used it with one kindergarten student who only knows 5 sounds. He did so well and had fun. He wasn't sure about some of the letters. That's a-okay, but he repeated them after I told him the sound and it made, and he was able to sound out each individual letter, then the word. As the game continued, he started picking the letters that he wanted to switch. That's fun. Okay, so we've reviewed how to play, what to do, and now let's get into our today's teaching tips, shall we? So, do you remember what it was? Did you get the email? The main point is to save instructional time by using paired contrasts. Okay? Research indicates that our memories learn more quickly when they have to examine similar items and contrast them back and forth over and over again. This is in conflict with actually how most of our reading curricula organize learning, particularly letter sounds. What do our materials do? Let's learn short A, and how do you learn it? You spend a whole week on it. And then what happens when you, maybe 2 weeks, what happens on week 2 when you introduce short I? They over-apply it, right? They see the word pit and they say pat because they have just gotten a rut with short A. How many of you have seen that? It's because we're teaching short A over and over again without anything to contrast it with. The brain can kind of shut down and not look at the inside parts of words. So there's a lot of different learning theories that could back this up, but there's just 2 things that I want to point out to you that might be interesting for you to pursue if you want to know more about the research. First of all, McCandless, Beck, Sandak, and F.R.E.E did a fairly well-known study in the early 2000s about this word building intervention. It's very similar to Switch It. Notice there's sat, then sap, then tap, then top. The difference is that their activity, they had the teacher move the letter sounds out, or at least tell the child what to do. But in Switch It, we tell them what to do, and ours is actually harder. But even the easier way, where it was a good activity, but the kids were reading the words as opposed to being challenged to think about how to change SAT to SAP themselves, which develops higher level cognitive flexibility. They nevertheless still got effects in multiple areas: phonemic awareness, phonics, even comprehension, I believe. So it works that way, and it also works I think even better when you do it with this burden on the student to do the switching. Another kind of thing to think about is to check out this Stanislaus Dehaene book, How We Learn. He says, it's the teacher's job to draw students' attention to what's the salient features of what we want them to learn. Aren't we doing that with Switch It? We're really drawing their attention to what's the difference between SAT and SIT. We're also invoking curiosity, which is how kids learn, maybe some surprise, and when there is error, we're giving them feedback. So all of these are core features for how people learn anything, and they're baked into Switch It. So I think that's some of the reason that doing this paired contrast is helpful. So instead of teaching short A all week, let's teach A and I back and forth. That's how the Reading Simplified Scope and Sequence is designed, that we get pretty quickly right into A and I. That's going to make the brain pay attention, notice the little things that they might not otherwise notice, and not turn off. And they are open, they're awake for what's going on here. They're curious. So let me just do a little demo with you about this, okay? So let's pretend that this is a sound. It's a sound but I'm just going to give, we're going to call it the short O. It's going to be ah, okay? Are you learning it? Have you got it? Short O, it's ah. Now let's see if you can read this in some words. What's that word? I can't hear you, unfortunately. What's that word? Do we have mop and shop? Okay. What's this word? Okay, I saw Denise, she said mop. Yep. And we got, okay, Avani agrees we had mop. And now we're on to Tom. And thank you. Yeah, someone did mop and shop. Now what's this word? Not? Okay. Now what's this word? Are you learning short O? Have you got it? Is it ah? Have you got it? What's this word? What's this word? Have we got it? Have you learned it? I'm waiting to see the chat. Okay, people are saying pop. Yeah, let's just check more carefully. Did you really get it right? What I showed you actually in pop was not pop. This is actually pip. How come you didn't notice that it was pip? One of these is ah, and one of these is eh, and now I can't remember which is which. So, Julie, thank you for participating. Yeah. Oh, why did you not know that it was eh? First of all, I hadn't taught it, but what had happened to your brain while we were doing all of these words like this? You weren't paying attention to this particular nuances of that middle letter, were you? And neither would I. I don't even have it yet. But now that I've pointed it out, there's a slight difference. Might it be easier for you to do it? So this is the power of paired contrast. When you put kids in a rut and they don't have to pay attention to how things are changing, they're not going to notice the salient features of ah or I or ah. Or at least they're less likely, particularly those who may be struggling, or particularly those who have limited experience. Yeah. You were just repeating the same sound over and over. Right. That is what our curricula are doing to us and our kids. Was the color different? It wasn't originally. I just did that color differently, Denise, to point out the one tiny change in the, I mean, I obviously made it tricky. I tried to make it extra tricky because you guys are readers. You have a lot of time. You've built up a lot of experience noticing the fine points of, curves and crosses. And so, there's a slight difference. Okay, so that's one reason that I think Switch It is so powerful. Are you ready to see our star student? That is by the way, that was the idea of today's topic, paired contrast. So when you want kids to learn short A, don't just do short A over and over again. Go from the very beginning, add short A and short I, make them go back and forth. In fact, I forgot, I have a slide for that. So here we go. This would be an example where you want to maybe teach and and I. We're going to go from mad to mud to sud to sad, sat, sit, pit, pat. When they go from pit to pat, what are they doing? They're doing what we weren't doing at the beginning of this funny symbol exercise, right? So I love this. Thank you so much. She's going to work on 2 vowels tomorrow. And that's how the Switch It lists are designed. So we would recommend that you use our lists at least to get started because they are going to contrast the vowels a lot. And if maybe your kids are confused about CH and TH, then choose something that will contrast that. Okay, let's get back into watching our star student. Give me some sign that you were here yesterday. Yesterday, we saw the star student do just 8 minutes of Switch It by himself with me. It was part of the first Level Up Your Reader's Achievement Challenge. Remember, he started out not being able to segment. He couldn't segment a 3-sound word like sat. I had to really draw it out of him. It was laborious. If you were here, right? You remember that. And he didn't know very many letter sounds, and he didn't know any short vowels, but I added at least 2 short vowels yesterday. Okay, and what did he, okay, thank you. You did the catch up. I love that. I just saw someone say that they did it afterwards. And Pam was here. I love it. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on with the teacher's face, elaborating and elongating, exaggerating the sounds. That's good. It's particularly helpful for the kids on their first day of Switch It, or if they're a beginner. Even a middle school student will not hear the and blink. And so when we draw it out and point with our finger, it helps them make that connection back to the beginning, like sounds and symbols connecting by observing the finer points in the word. Okay. So again, we've had a struggling reader in kindergartner who only knows 7 letter sounds on day 1, but by day 2, he's already learned a few letter sounds and he's getting better at 3 sounds. And so when you watch, I would like for you, particularly if you were here or you've watched the replay, let us know what you noticed that's different about day 2. And I hope that you will keep in mind how you can push your student forward similarly. He didn't know short A or short I, and I think today actually we might have added short O yesterday. I think I'm going to add another short vowel today. How many reading curricula add 3 short vowels in 2 days? But let's see if he can handle it. So notice as you watch this video, it's our day 2 star student. He's a kindergartner. He's been struggling, but not for long. Notice how he is better from day 1 and share that in the comments because you're going to be entered to win. First word is going to be mom. Can you say it? Mom. Mom is watching. Okay, so let's listen for that first sound that you hear in mom.
W.
Well, it's
M.
yes. And what sound comes out of your mouth? That's it. Which one of these is There's 2 of them. It's kind of silly. I tricked you, huh? Okay, you got the for mom. Now we're going to listen for that next sound here in ma. Oh, wow. That was much faster than yesterday. Very exciting. Okay, so mom. What sound by itself? And what do we have? What is it? What sound though, all by itself? That's right, not its letter name. Okay, you built the word mom. Let's check each sound individually. Ah. And the word is?
Mom.
That is very exciting. Let's switch the word mom to mop. I have mom, and I need mop. Very good. We're getting rid of the Let's figure out what that sound is. He's getting the sound. Very good. Which one is p? Wow, you're flying now. What's this first sound? Ah. Real. Do you notice my mouth looks like a circle? Ah, that's right. Mop. What do we have? Mop. Very good. Let's check it one more time. And the word is
Mop.
Okay. So let's switch it to. You're going to need some other letters. Let's switch it to map. We used this one yesterday. I use a map. You have mop. Very good. Get rid of the ah. Okay. So what needs to go there? Let's first figure out the sound. Ah, that's right. You're nailing it. Tell me which one is ah. Wow. We always have that short vowel and it's red. It's in the middle. And this one says ah, though we got rid of the ah, and this one says ah. And you made the word map. Can you tell me the sounds in map? You're doing it. Say it. Go ahead. It's the word map. What do you hear in the middle? Ah is what I hear. You got map. Very good. Let's check it one more time since I had to help you. Ah. And don't look at me. Yeah, there, because I want you to really. Oh, that was flying. So you have map, and we need mat. Oh, I like how you stay there. Ah. Okay, so you got rid of the p in map, but we're using mat. Oh, you're hearing it. Very nice. Which one is t? Very good. You know what to do next? And the word is?
Mat.
Right. Let's switch this from mat to cat. Do you have a cat? Me either. Get rid of the What sound goes there? And cat? K. Which one is k? Very good. Say the sound by itself. Very good. I want to switch that vowel again, like I talked about with the paired contrast. So this is cat. Can you switch it to cot? Like I sleep on a cot. Have you ever heard of a cot? That's right. Get rid of the ah, the ah. And what sound goes in the middle? You got the k, and we're going to build the word cot. Ah, that's right. Which is ah? Close. The word is cot. Yes, let's go back to the beginning and check it. No. Oh, that's it. That's right. Cot. Let's look at it and say those sounds. Look here, right here. Cot. Yes, very nice. Okay, so here's me picking up some new sounds for him that he did not know before. Let's just move this out of the way. And we'll make the word, how about the word sit? Today I will sit, okay? Wow, that was fast. All right, you've got two of the most important ones, but you've just got, we need sit. What sound? Let's before you. That was great. He segmented that. Very nice. So tell me the sounds in sit. You're right. Over here's to. What's this one? Let's stretch out sit. Say it with me slowly. Now you stretch out sit. Sit. Good. Now let's check each sound. And the word is?
Sit.
Sit. Very nice. And now let's change it to pit. Like the peach has a pit. What sound are you going to move first? What sound goes there to make pit? Nice. Check the sounds. Now it's the word pit, okay? Separate it. That's right. How about we switch this to fit? That eraser fits on the top. Which sound are we going to take away? He's got that. Which sound goes here in fit? Which one is, oh, you're smart. Okay, fit. Let's take that and switch it into fat. Like I cut the fat off the meat. Fat. Which sound are we going to switch? We have fit. Okay, what sound goes there in fat? You're right, there is a t, but what's the middle sound in fat? Ah. Which one is ah? Tell me the sounds. Did you know you would know all these things just in one day? I'm so impressed. Good job. Not only was he able to pull those vowels apart, but he started to recognize more and more of them. So he started to nail A and start to nail O and start to nail I. First word. So did you see it? He was not able to segment on day 1, but on day 2, he was pretty good at segmenting 3 sound words, right? Day 1, he didn't know any short vowels. Day 2, he was pretty good at several short vowels, and he was learning some more consonants too. You guys said all that. I appreciate you kind of making those connections. So what does that mean for your student? Can they get better at segmenting? Maybe do you think I'll bump them up to 4 sound words tomorrow? Would you do that? Will I add more short vowels? Maybe some consonant digraphs? The goal is to keep pushing the challenge level because the student can handle it. And of course, if they get frustrated, you can always back down, but you're there to scaffold them. And so usually the motivation stays pretty high. Now, this was an example of a one-on-one situation. Yesterday, there was an example of a small group situation. So you can certainly do it in small group, and that's what we generally recommend for the typical classroom teacher. But for this event, it's really much easier to learn how a child is progressing when we just focus on one student. Okay, so hopefully that helps. We are covering up the letters because he is really still just learning how to even hear the sound. So I want him to hear first the sound, then the second goal is to figure out which letter goes with it, because that is how our code works. Our code is our written language is a code for sound. So once we hear the sounds in sit, and then we connect them it with the letters S-I-T, or something more complicated like church, ch, ch. Then we connect it with CH and UR and CH. We have to perceive the sounds to be able to make those connections to phonics. So that's the first thing that we really want to draw out of our students, and we do that with all of our Reading Simplified Word Work activities. Okay, so Greg is going to give us our winner from today, and I'm gonna remember which prize we're gonna do. Thank you so much for those of you who have been Switch It Pros and you are giving advice. I love it. It's very helpful. We will keep helping you in the Facebook group. Make sure you've joined Level Up Your Readers Achievement 2021 so you can get the resources and so you can get the ongoing coaching. Tomorrow will be big. Who is going to make sure they pick a list that contrasts vowels, particularly with one that a child needs? If they don't know I, make sure you have I in there with one that they maybe already know. Okay, so who did Greg pick? It's coming there. It's coming soon. Drum roll. Yep. If you need to do it virtually, here's a good option. We have a virtual option too for Reading Simplified Academy members. That's where you get the full Reading Simplified system. Switch It is just the beginning. And we've got a winner. Yay. Glad to see that. Give it up for Lisa. Okay. What is her prize? Oh, I hope that's fun. A little Reading Simplified sticker you can stick on the back of your phone or on a computer. We would love to mail that to you, Lisa. And so make sure you check your Facebook Messenger so you can get... we can get your mailing address, the old-fashioned snail mail, and we put that in the mail for you. Don't forget, you guys, if you post today before midnight, Greg will help draw a name, and we're going to be giving this away. Actually mailing it also snail mail to someone who just goes to the day to post. And oh, I forgot, don't forget the really big prize, right? If you comment 5 days in a row, you can be entered to this grand prize. Okay, here it is. It's all this loot. It's a whole bunch of loot. All you have to do is write every day in the post, and you'll be entered. Okay, we're going to be giving a set of phonic books, decodable readers, a set of whole phonic book, decodable readers, a set of crazy longs from sound readers, this cute little liner thing that draws handwriting lines with like stamping, and then the full set of reading simplified materials, like over almost 200 pages for one grade level. So that all you have to do is post for 5 days in a row and tell us what you've done or what you've learned. If you can't do it with the student, you can still tell us what you've learned, so everybody can participate, and we'll draw a name randomly. And so your chances are pretty good of getting this, because not everybody has the grit to do all 5 days. Okay, so awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for this grand prize. I'm gonna have to let go of some of this stuff. I bought this cute little thing and I want to keep it. Leggy liner. Oh, there you go. So, and the winner is saying thank you. All right, so someone's only used 2 vowels. That's okay, because she was happy and she did it. Maybe you can add a third one tomorrow, and people are loving the grand prize. If you are ready to already do more than just switch it and learn the full Reading Simplified system, you can always jump into the Academy. We're doing a discount. And yes, thank you guys for saying this encouragement. The books are so nice. And make sure that you test this out again tomorrow or for the first time and report back. We're here to cheer you on. We're going to help you. And, not everybody finds it just a piece of cake. So if you are struggling, share that in the Level Up Your Readers Achievement Facebook group, and we will be there to coach you. So way to go. Here's the end of day 2. Tomorrow it will be day 3, and we're going to have a new tip. Look for your email from us if you signed up. readingsimplified.com/level-up-offer. Level-up-offer. Sign up. You'll get the email about the new idea to learn for tomorrow, and you'll then have the chance to go to the post for the day and be entered to win. So thank you all for being here. Here's to making great readers.